Hello and welcome back to Sonic Unleashed Part 8. Hey Chip.
Now that you have more temple fragments, let's go see the pickle. That's why I call the professor. I call him the pickle.
Come on, babe. Let's dance the night away.
Oh, don't call Amy babe. Please don't do that.
No, something's not right here.
You can tell by my overexposed gloom
This
effects.
been going on where you playing around minute while you call me baby. How long has this been going on?
It's a carnival of creeps out there.
Now I think in the
can't help but
HD
take
version,
pictures.
this would actually allow us to do additional side quests, where we could photograph various.
What the hell?
Yeah, this is a quick time sequence because the flying segments are not
fuck
here.
is happening
These
in
replace
my
those. Well, this replaces those because this is the only one that we do.
Enter, please. We're home. Come
What
in.
was I just doing?
Why do I feel like dancing?
Hey! Wait up!
Whoosh!
Smooth moves, guy.
Wow, was that Sonic?
Yes, Amy, it was. Hi, Professor
Things
Pickle.
down a bit around here. Chalk another one up for Sonic.
You know Sonic?
Of course. He was here just a moment ago.
Tell me, what's happened to him?
He got shot by an Eggman laser.
Everything you know.
I'll happily explain everything. Over a
Come
plate of
take a walk with me.
But I'm very old.
I'm old. I can only have like one of two things, otherwise I might get upset.
Hey, Amy.
Oh, well that cleared things up right away. Leave it to the pickle to help hush the honeys.
Alright, so we have successfully unlocked
Yay.
Chun-Nan, the China level.
Chun-Nan.
Although it looks like it's in Australia. Whoosh! This is the Chun-Nan hub map. Notice the Asian-inspired musical guitars or string instruments. Is that technically a shamisen?
Yeah, that's one thing that I never learned is the names of the instruments. I think I know which instrument you're talking about. I think Ed, Edd and Eddy actually had one of those, and like Double D started playing like
No.
beach
You see,
guitar.
Double D wasn't playing a shamisen. He was playing what was effectively a rudimentary keyboard.
Gotcha.
Although he was such an expert at it that he made it actually sound like a normal keyboard.
Your timing is terrible, so you don't even know what the hell anything's called. I don't feel like explaining it. My tea's getting cold.
Dang it.
And she gave us
What
the secret soundtrack
What
41.
did you give us? Oh, thank God, I was looking for that. Number 41. Alright, so that
I
means
do
we got
believe that's the Chun-Nan Night
40
theme.
to go. I like games like Nier Automata. They actually give you like a jukebox that you could find in the world in engine that you can sit down for a little while and just listen to like background music from the game.
Be thankful that you like those in modern games, because in older games that shit had a tendency of breaking it. Specifically, Digimon World 1's jukebox, once you recruited a Gira mod, could actually just hard crash your game and then do other catastrophic things to your data.
Sound test is a force to be reckoned with.
It is.
Respected.
It's why a lot of the older games from like 96 and earlier, sound test was so broken that that's where they put debug mode for Sonic.
Right, so you could unfuck the fuck up.
Yeah. Alright, so, Chun-Nan as an area looks very aesthetically pleasing, and even in the Werehog stages, I actually do like a majority of what Chun-Nan has to offer. However, I do have to say that this is where I experienced the majority of my emulator crashes. Not in this level specifically, but I had to do the Chun-Nan. Chun-Nan is also where I got my first actual game over, and where I finally started to go off screen in order to figure out where the fuck lives were, because I wasn't getting any lives throughout the levels, and it was bothering the hell out of me. So I decided to go look up how to get additional lives in Sonic in the Wii version of Sonic Unleashed, and that's when I learned that the Sun and Moon levels that I was getting were supposed to be used to unlock the side areas in the temples, where you could get additional secrets and lives.
See,
Also,
man,
Chun-Nan
like,
has a bunch of areas
that's the thing that
has a bunch of walls that are breakable, that are telegraphed by having cracks in them. They're very easy to miss, though. Like that one that I missed over there.
Oh man, so you telling me I have to guard for my life and be paranoid about what's behind the walls?
No, actually, there are very rarely enemy encounters behind the walls. Usually, you get hidden items like this one.
Look, all I was going to say was, I think the cardinal sin of any game that has a life counter system like this game does and the classics do, is that not only is there a high probability of death, hence you have lots of lives with which you can learn the level and, you know, come back and recover from your mistakes, but to make the lives scarce too, that doesn't work in the long run.
I feel it's a particularly egregious in Sonic Unleashed, but it's not egregious enough to where it gets to be a major issue after Chun-Nan. Chun-Nan's big problem is actually the fact that a lot of the rings and secrets require you to do platforming around bottomless pits. Like right here, the water here, Sonic can't swim again. So yeah, if you fall into the water
Sonic
here, that's
can't
instant
swim.
death.
And Sonic never could swim, but especially when he's got stupid, weighty arms that make him drop like a fucking iron in an anvil.
Yeah.
So yeah, fuck this crap. We need more lives. Because now we're dealing with water platforming. You almost slipped off there.
We did slip off there.
This sucks. It was an omen. Get ready, Sonic. It's coming.
I'm pretty sure we do actually clear this level, though.
In the classic Sonic games, 0 lives means you're out of lives, so who's this guy?
Zero counts in Sonic Unleashed. I don't know why, but 0 does count in Sonic Unleashed as an integer.
It's because it also It's because it also counts on Sonic 06.
This is also where we start meeting the different color enemies of the Dark Gaia spawns, which takes slightly more damage, and that's it.
Rock, don't run. For God's sake, there's death everywhere. Good luck, young werehog. Many have tried. Many have failed to emulate Super Mario 64.
There are a couple of hidden items up on top here that I don't know how I'm supposed to get. Like, am I actually supposed to dash jump over that and then the one immediately after it as well? Because if so, that's not something that the movement system in this game actually really lets me do. This one right here. Notice that where I'm standing, you pretty much have to stand exactly there in order to get the grab prompt to show up, and it's fucking absurd.
The grab prompt. Not quite as easy to use as the homing attack in Sonic Adventure 2.
Well, the homing attack in Sonic Adventure 2, just, you know, said, hey, here's an enemy here, you can homing attack this. And it worked at, you know, as long as you were within pretty much jump range of it.
Precisely, yes.
Whereas Sonic Unleashed actually wants you to not only face the enemy, but also be close enough to it to actually force the prompt to appear.
There's a big door.
Yes, Chip,
There's
we
a big
understand how to
door
open the
over
door.
there.
There's a switch there.
It's $10 to get in, Sonic.
All right.
Yeah.
All of them have been made slain. Come on. There we are. Grab
Okay,
prompt.
here's yeah.
And the door is now open. Yay!
Sonic moving levers.
But we have to go all the way back around in order to find the actual, in order to find where we're actually supposed to go, because we have another horizontal platforming segment to do before we can exit.
Oh boy.
It's not so bad, to be
Right.
perfectly honest.
Before we can end the level. Well, you know how quickly the shit hits the fan? It's because we haven't been dying of damage. We've been dying of the inability to reach this thing with our pants still on.
Yeah. But there we go. We have successfully done the first level of Chun-Nan Night. And in the next level, we will continue on through more Chun-Nan Night. They wanted this level to take a whole 9 minutes, but I decided to skip most of the platforming. For extra rings, at least.
You got the sun medals, good for
Yay,
you.
we got our second Unleashed level. We've not gone into Unleashed mode at all yet because they've not done the tutorial for it.
Level
And in the next part, more
Now
Chun-Nan
Sonic level
Night.
2.